Amid warning and exile, Moses' final words carried a quiet light, a promise not born of ease, but of restoration through remembrance. And it shall come to pass when all these things have come upon you, the blessing and the curse which I have set before you, and you call them to mind among all the nations where Yahweh your Elohim has driven you, and you return to Yahweh your Elohim and obey his voice with all your heart and with all your breath. Then Yahweh your Elohim will restore your fortunes and have compassion on you, and gather you again from all the peoples where he has scattered you. Deuteronomy 31:3. Here the covenant turns from judgment to hope. The plow of affliction, which had cut deep furrows into the soil of the nation, was never meant to destroy. It was to prepare the ground for new growth. Through pain and distance, Yahweh's intention remains the same, that his people's hearts would soften, that their ears would hear again, and that they would choose life. The turning, teshuvah, is not a single act, but a movement, a reorientation of the whole being back toward the covenant path. The exile's dust begins to settle. The fires of judgment fade to glowing embers, and in that silence the wind shifts. The breath of remembrance begins to stir. The people, once proud and defiant, bend low. The soil of their hearts, hardened by rebellion, feels the first touch of mercy's rain. The plow of affliction has done its work, cutting through pride, uprooting idols, exposing what was hidden beneath. Now the seed of return is ready to fall. It is the seed of humility, watered by tears, buried in the furrows of confession. The same hands that struck now sow. The same voice that scattered now calls. The heart, once a field of stones, becomes a tender garden again. The covenant, once written on cold tablets, is now inscribed upon living flesh. The people remember the name they once forgot, and Yahweh remembers them. In Hebrew thought, repentance, teshuvah, is not guilt's despair, but a return to alignment, to covenant harmony, to the path of life. The word shuv means to turn, like a traveler retracing his steps, or like a plow turning the soil to expose what lies beneath. Affliction, then, is the divine plowman's mercy, his way of preparing the inner field. Without the cutting edge, no seed can take root. Without the turning, no fruit can grow. This is why Deuteronomy 30 speaks not of destruction, but of renewal. Yahweh your Elohim will circumcise your heart and the heart of your seed, to love Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart and all your breath, that you may live. Deuteronomy 36. The covenant's goal has always been transformation from the inside out, not law upon stone, but law upon the living heart. The plow of affliction prepares, the seed of remembrance is sown, the rain of mercy brings forth life. Every exile, every loss, every sorrow becomes fertile ground for a deeper return, not only to the land, but to Yahweh himself. When the turning is complete, the song of Zion returns not just to the lips, but to the soil, and the land once again breathes under the smile of its maker.
Yahweh, you have broken the hard ground of our pride. Your affliction has plowed deep, turning our hearts inside out. We see now that your wounding was mercy, your silence was discipline, and your distance was the space where remembrance could grow. Turn us, O Yahweh, and we will be turned. Cut away the calluses of our rebellion, and carve your Torah upon the inner tent of our being. Let your breath move again through our dry fields. Sow in us the seed of righteousness, and let compassion be the rain that waters it. We have wandered far, but you have followed farther still. Now we rise from the dust, drawn by the sound of your promise. Bring us home to your ways, that our hearts may once again be rooted in your mercy.